Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Jam. Today I want to talk about something that controls more of our lives than we probably realize, and that's the algorithm. Now, when people hear algorithm, they immediately think of social media, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, whatever app that has you scrolling at 1:30 in the morning telling yourself, all right, just one more video. And yes, those algorithms are real. They learn what you like, what you click on, what you argue with, what keeps your attention. The more energy you give something, the more of it the algorithm will feed you. You watch one negative video, here comes 10 more. You interact with drama, now your whole feed becomes chaos. You watch motivational content, suddenly your timeline starts feeling inspiring. But here's one thing I've been thinking about lately. What if the algorithm isn't just online? What if we all have a personal algorithm too? Think about it. Your life starts feeding you more of whatever you constantly focus on. Your mind notices what you repeatedly give your attention to. Your habits reinforce your thoughts. Your environment shapes your emotions. Your conversation, it shapes your perspective. And before long, your internal algorithm becomes your reality. Some people wake up already expecting negativity because their mental algorithm has been trained to search for problems. Some people expect failure before they even try. Some people constantly replay old pain, old mistakes, old disappointments, and life keeps recommending similar emotions back to them. Not because they're cursed, not because life hates them, but because attention is powerful. Now, I'm not saying we can magically think our way out of real problems. Life is real. Pain is real. Bills are real. Anxiety's real. Loss is real. But what I'm saying is we have more control than we think. Because just like you can reset your social media algorithm, you can reset your personal one too. And honestly, most of us have accepted our current algorithm without even questioning it. We say things like, this is just how I am. This is just my luck. Nothing ever changes. People always disappoint me. I'll never be disciplined enough to do whatever it is. That's programming. And eventually, your brain keeps serving you evidence to support those beliefs. So today, I want to talk to you about how we start changing the algorithm in our lives. Not overnight, not perfectly, but intentionally. I'm going to give you 5 ways to start shifting your algorithm towards something healthier, more peaceful, and more positive. Number 1, audit what you consume. Everything you consume affects you. The music, the podcast, the news, social media, conversations, group chats, even the energy of the people around you. They all affect you. If you're constantly consuming negative, outrage, gossip, fear, comparison, and division, your internal world starts reflecting that. Your mind is always collecting data. So ask yourself, what am I feeding my mind every day? Because your brain can't build a positive reality from constant toxic input. Sometimes changing your life starts with unfollowing certain accounts, turning off notifications, spending less time arguing online. Protect your peace and your mindset. Not everything deserves access to your attention. Number 2, interrupt negative patterns. A lot of us live on autopilot emotionally. We wake up stressed, we react automatically, we assume the worst, repeat the same cycles over and over. But awareness changes everything. When you catch yourself spiraling into negativity, pause and ask yourself, is this thought helping me? Is this actually true? Am I reacting from fear or reality? You don't have to believe every thought your brain produces. That's huge. Some thoughts are habits, not truth. And the moment you start interrupting unhealthy patterns, your algorithm begins to change. Number 3, be intentional about gratitude. We talk about gratitude all the time on this show. Gratitude sounds simple, but it completely shifts your focus. The brain naturally scans for problems. It's built for survival. But gratitude retrains your mind to notice what's still good. Not perfect, but good. A roof over your head, a loyal friend, a second chance, your health improving, peaceful moments, personal growth. The more you practice gratitude, the more your mind starts recognizing possibilities instead of only problems. And that changes your energy. Number 4, change your environment. Your environment is programming whether you realize it or not. The people you talk to daily matter. The space you spend your time, it matters. The routines you repeat, they matter. If you surround yourself with negativity, excuses, laziness, constant complaining, eventually that becomes more normal. But when you spend time around people who are growing, learning, creating, healing, and taking accountability, it pushes you higher. Energy transfers. Sometimes the algorithm changes when the environment changes. Number 5, remember that you're training your future self. Every small action teaches your brain who you are. Every workout, every journal entry, every difficult conversation, every moment you choose discipline over distraction. You're training your identity. The algorithm of your future is being built right now through repetition. And that's actually empowering. Because no matter where you are today, you're not permanently assigned to this version of yourself. You can evolve, you can heal, you can reprogram what you normalize. And maybe that's the biggest message of this whole episode. You are not powerless against your algorithm. Not online, not mentally, not emotionally, and not spiritually. You have influence over what grows inside of your life. And the scary part is, most people never realize that. But the beautiful part is, once you do realize it, everything can start changing. So this week, I want everyone listening to pay attention to your algorithm. What keeps showing up in your life? What are you feeding your attention? What patterns are you repeating? What energy are you reinforcing? And most importantly, what would happen if you intentionally started feeding your life something better? That's all I have for you on this episode of Jam the Podcast today. If this episode connected with you, share it with someone who needs it. Send it to a friend. And as always, thank you for tuning in. Protect your peace, protect your mind, and don't forget, you're training your algorithm every single day. If not, you may be jammed. Thanks for listening.